Was 27 back then, a pretty avid hiker. I grew up in Virginia and spent a lot of time on the Blue Ridge Trails. That summer, I had some vacation time and decided to do a 3-day solo hike through a section of forest I'd never explored. Now, for context, there are a lot of stories about hidden bunkers in Appalachia. Some were Cold War-era fallout shelters, some were mining operations. Others were built by strict preppers who didn't want to be found. People talk about them, but hardly anyone actually finds them. On the second afternoon after following a deer path off the main trail, I stumbled onto one. It didn't look like much at first, just a hump in the hillside with vines crawling all over it. But when I got closer, I realized there was a steel door half buried in the earth. Rusted, dented, but unmistakably man-made. My stomach flipped. I'd always dreamed of finding something like this. The door was surprisingly easy to pull open, despite the rust. It groaned on its hinges, echoing into the darkness below. A staircase descended into pitch blackness. The air that spilled out was thick, damp, and sour. I should have walked away right there, but curiosity got the better of me. I clicked on my flashlight, tightened the straps on my pack, and started down. The concrete stairs led maybe 20 feet underground before opening into a narrow corridor. The walls were stained with water and mold, and graffiti covered almost every surface. Some of it was just names and dates, but some of it was stranger. Symbols I didn't recognize, circles with crosses through them, strings of numbers. One phrase repeated over and over: "Don't wake them." The bunker branched into several rooms. The first one looked like a barracks, rows of rusted bed frames, the springs long since collapsed. Rotten mattresses slumped onto the floor. Old posters curled on the walls. Cheerful military slogans that felt eerily out of place in the silence. The second room made my skin crawl. Dozens of glass jars lay shattered across the floor. Some still stood intact, filled with a dark, viscous liquid. My flashlight beam glinted off cloudy shapes floating inside. At first I thought they were plants, but the longer I stared, the more they looked like organs. Preserved hearts, livers, things I couldn't identify. That smell, chemical, metallic, and rotten all at once, hit me hard. I gagged, pulling my shirt over my face, and that's when I heard it. A shuffle. It came from deeper in the bunker. Slow, dragging footsteps. My heart hammered in my chest. I stood frozen, holding my breath, straining to listen. Then came the breathing. Wet, raspy, like someone gasping through a mouthful of water. Every instinct screamed at me to run,